praise Yah, the strong one, the creator. Yah knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is unsearchable. Yah is our Savior and our only Savior. Now this video is about the Holy Sabbath Day and the way it's supposed to be done. Just like Yah made the covenant with us, okay, when he explained the law to us in the wilderness, when we came out of the house of bondage, out of the land of Kemet, Egypt, whatever you want to call it. And there's a lot of misconception, and it's the most ignored verse throughout the so-called Old Testament, the book of remembrance, okay, which is Exodus 16-29. Yah said, you shall not leave your dwelling, okay, on the Holy Shabbat Day. That day is holy between you and the strong one, okay? Then if you go to YHWH, the 58th chapter, it tells you no personal time on the Sabbath day, just a day of rest. Nothing of personal interest. It's just about you and Yah. You're supposed to read and meditate, okay? And if you go to Exodus 35:2, it says there that you should not kindle a fire, so you should not cook, clean, or do nothing on the Holy Shabbat day, but stay holy and you know, and worship Yah and pray, meditate, rest, and read. That's what you should do. You should not go to congregations on the Holy Shabbat Day. It's not one verse in the so-called Old Testament, the book of remembrance, said that the children of Israel ever attended the temple on the Holy Shabbat Day. But if it's something that I'm missing, then somebody need to inform me. But all the verses that I've seen that's pertaining to the Sabbath day, it never said nothing about congregation. Because this is what the heathen do. And Yah said that we will follow what the heathens do in Ezekiel 20 and 32. Because if you look at the 7-day Adventists, they violate the Holy Shabbat day. Okay, if you go to the descendants of Esau, the Jews, they go to synagogues on Saturday. If you go and look at the Jehovah's Witnesses, they defile and pollute Yah's Sabbath day and leave and go to a congregation that's not Yah's temple, okay? So that's when we're supposed to go to congregations when Yah's temple is established. And it never said that we're supposed to go to a congregation on the Sabbath day. Now, if you just want to have a little social meeting, as long as it's not on the Sabbath day and y'all want to just read and go through the book of remembrance, that's all fine. But we can't do what the heathens do, and they showing us that they disregard Yah's law, 7-day Adventists and stuff like that. And then some, Israelites say, well, we're only supposed to keep the Sabbath day when we go back to the land. Well, if you read YHWH, the 56th chapter, Yah said that he's going to accept they sacrifice whoever kept the Sabbath, so the stranger. So the stranger is worldwide. And when they return, and if they kept Yah Sabbath day, then, they allowed, to serve Yah. Then if you go to YHWH 17-21, it says nothing should go forth out of your door on the Sabbath day. Okay, you shouldn't, nothing should go outside. You shouldn't leave your dwelling. So there's so many verses, that's telling you, and there's penalties for breaking our Sabbath day. If you go to Numbers 15-32, when one of the Israelites went outside and gathered sticks on the Sabbath day, he was put to death, okay? Because he disrespected Yah's Sabbath day. And it never said that you're supposed to go and hold a congregation on the Sabbath day. And that's not Israelite history. So when people try to say that the non-Messianic Israelites who reject this myth of Christ, that we are like Judaism, well, Judaism, they go out on the Sabbath day, okay? They go to the synagogue. And this is what false prophets do, okay? And this is customs of the Messianic Israelites, okay? They are known for having congregations and polluting the Holy Sabbath day, okay? That day is a special day, and there's going to be a penalty behind that, because when you go to Ezekiel, the 20th chapter, the 12th verse, and you go all the way down, and it tells you the rebels in the wilderness, okay? And they're going to be charged, and they will not see the land, and Yah's going to consume them. For number one, they had an idol, which is this, Yeshua myth, or whoever, Muhammad, or Allah, or whatever. And they polluted the Sabbath day. So this is a very important day to Yah. And we should not adapt to customs of the heathen, okay? We're supposed to stay in our dwelling, okay? This is why we go by the Yah, our righteousness. If you go to YHWH 23 and YHWH 33, it tells you that the remnant will go by the attribute of Yah, our righteousness, and we're going to be affiliated with the Messiah, because this was already prophesied by Yah. That's why it's going to be a small remnant. And when you go to Yeshaya, the 10th chapter, the 19th verse, Yah said it's going to be a very small remnant, because everybody's not going to do right, and everybody's going to be stiff-necked and rebellious, or they're going to be brought into this through a false prophet who multiply Yah word. Okay, so we should not leave our dwelling on the Sabbath day. It's already been written. We go by the Yah righteousness. We go by what's written in the book of remembrance, word for word. No alter or no change of customs. Okay, this is what we go by. So yes, this thing is getting serious. Okay, if you go to Nehemiah 10:31, it says, "Do not buy or sell on the Sabbath day." 13 and 15, Nehemiah, do not buy or sell. And when the children of Israel disregarded that law, Yah said he was going to punish us for doing that, okay? So you should not leave your dwelling, okay? And if you hold in the congregation, you're not a Levite. We don't know who we are yet, okay? We don't know who we are, okay? Because we are, Jerusalem went west, which is Benjamin, the Levites, and Yahudah, okay? So we don't know who we are. So if you hold in the congregation, you playing the role of a high priest, or, that ain't right. But like I said, if you want to have a little Bible study, a book of remembrance, have a little study or something, then you'd be alright. Because like I say, I network and I talk with different brothers and stuff, and I even hear a lot of us snapped out of the idol, but we still defiling Yah Sabbath day by leaving your dwelling, okay? This is a personal day, okay, between you and the strong one. And in captivity, you should not be, going and attending other Sabbath day. You're supposed to develop a personal relationship with Yah. And Yah prophesied that in Ezekiel 16 and 22. And you go all the way down to the last verse, okay? In the 16th chapter of Ezekiel, 16 and 22, and you go all the way down, it tells you that it's going to be false houses, of worship. And that's why you see it's countless mosques, it's countless synagogues, it's countless churches, okay? Countless Nation of Islam temples, Buddhist temples, and it's not the house of Yah, okay? That's where Yah's supposed to be worshipped, is in the temple when it get established in Jerusalem in the Holy Land. So when you follow the customs of these heathens, okay, just like the sons of Esau, they go out to the synagogue on the Sabbath day, just like Seventh-day Adventists. Even Christianity, with the man-made Sabbath day, changed to Sunday. They go out and have a house of worship. Okay? And that's not the customs of Yisrael. But if I missed it, then just let me know. But I never read a verse that said, when we were in the Holy Land and when the temple was established, that we went and held a congregation and worshiped Yah on the Sabbath day. I just never seen that verse. I just never seen that. Like I read other verses where, you go to the temple and worship Yah in the morning and stuff like that. But I never seen where the children of Israel held a congregation on the Sabbath day. Okay? So yeah, just, this is a serious offense right here, because you will be consumed by the strong one. So this is for Yah, our righteousness, Jerusalem, and the glorious city of Code. Yah bless.